Hello folks, Papa Top 912 coming at you today with another one of our famous videos. I know it's been a while since we put any content out, but you know, sometimes life gets in the way, so can't play all the time. Anyway, tonight I was going to be making a dish that we don't make all the time, and I said, hey, this would be a perfect opportunity to make another one of our recipe videos. So what we're going to be making tonight is a crab Oscar. And the primary ingredient in the crab Oscar is the steak, and a lot of people use fillets, but I told you before in my other videos that I prefer a ribeye. So today I got 3 ribeye steaks here. I got 2, about 1-inch cut whole ribeye steaks, and then I got like a 2.5-inch cap. That's a prime cap that I found that at Costco today, so I picked it up. And then these 2 are just, regular ribeyes. But like I told you in my other video also, when I'm looking at my ribeyes, I like that outer cap the best. So I want to find a steak that has the highest cap to eye muscle ratio. And so these are here about 50-50. Perfect for us, because we really like that outside cap. It's beefy, tender, very flavorful, and I like it better than the interior. But you can see the inside here, we got a good little, some marbling in those. Nothing wrong with that eye muscle, it's just that I prefer the outside muscle better. So this one's mine because I like a thick cut steak, and these 2 are for the girls. They don't really like thick cut steak, so it works out for everybody. I'm going to be cooking mine to medium, and I'm going to cook theirs to medium well. It's about the same time on the grill, since mine is thicker. It's going to cook a little slower. Theirs going to cook a little quicker, so I don't have to worry about, timing. Everything's going on and coming off at the same time. So I'm going to season those steaks up with just a little bit of fresh ground black pepper, some pink Himalayan sea salt ground up, and then a little bit of Tuscan garlic season. And that Tuscan garlic has a lot of onion and garlic in it, and a couple other herbs. But I'm just using that one instead of using onions and garlic separately. I like that Tuscan garlic seasoning, so I'm going to be using that. And then once I get it on the grill and flip it, I'm going to douse it with a little bit of this Lea & Perrins Worcestershire sauce. I love that brand of Worcestershire sauce, especially when I'm cooking on the grill or even just cooking a steak in the oven. I like that particular brand the best. So that's the one I'm going to be using. So I'm going to just basically put a hefty coat of that salt and pepper and the garlic seasoning on them, pat them down. They've already been patted dry. I'm going to season both sides, pat it on there, let them rest while I make the rest of the recipe, which is going to be the next part, is the Bearnaise sauce. If you don't want to do Bearnaise, you can do hollandaise too, but I'm going to be doing the Bearnaise sauce today because I got a shallot there. I need to go ahead and kind of use it up. I've had it for a moment. I want to go ahead and get that out of the way. And the only difference between the hollandaise and the Bearnaise sauce is that you add tarragon, shallot, and a little like a wine reduction. Now, I personally don't like the taste of wine in my food, so I'm going to substitute the wine with a little bit of this white wine vinegar. When I cook that vinegar with the tarragon, it's a poor man's or quick man's tarragon vinegar, and that's what I'm going to use instead of white wine. And then I got myself right here 4 farm fresh eggs, and then I got butter right there. Now I just put that butter up there as a representation because I'm actually using clarified butter. I have just a big old container of that. I melted down about 4 pounds of butter, so didn't want to bring that whole container over here. Then next, what's going with that is the crab, but that's why I'm calling it crab Oscar. So I got me some lump crab meat right here. It's not jumbo lump, it's just regular lump. Use whatever you got. I like claw meat, but I happen to have that one on hand, so I'm going to use that one right there. And I'm going to just steam that a little bit with this Old Bay seasoning that I got right here. And I'm going to steam that using the same water that I'm going to use for my double boiler that I'm going to be making my Bearnaise sauce with. Then I got me some asparagus right here, because you can't have Oscar without asparagus. I prefer to have fresh asparagus, but the one at the store was kind of limp, so I just bought these steamer packs. They'll work just fine as well. And then on the back side of it, just got me a little pack of mashed potatoes because I love me some steak and taters. So that's kind of everything we got going on. Parmesan cheese. It's gonna be a little garnish on top of the asparagus that I'm cooking. Not too much because I'm gonna drizzle that Bearnaise sauce on it too. Don't want it to contrast too much. But that's everything we got going on. I'm gonna go ahead and prep up these steaks, and we're gonna move over to the stove and start this sauce. Alright guys, so right there I got the steaks prepped up now. I put the salt, pepper, and the garlic seasoning on there. Patted in good, got it on both sides. I'm just gonna let this here sit and rest while I move over to the stove and start this sauce. So catch you at the stove. We'll be back in a moment. Alright guys, so I'm out here on the grill now. And see, got them coals burning hot. You want a hot grill when you're doing this. So I'm going to put these steaks on the grill now. If I can pick it up. We're going to drop it on there. Boom, y'all. Actually, this is the hardest part of my grill right here. So I'm going to put that steak right there. I'm going to take this next one. Put it right there. Take this next one right there. Now I'm going to let these cook 3 minutes. I'm going to twist them. Another 3 minutes. Twist them. Flip them over. See that grill? It's pegged up there. Pegged. That's what I want. It's like 500 plus degrees. I want it like that. That's what I want. Alright guys, so here's the first 2 steaks. Those actually cooked in 9 minutes. I had my grill really high, so I didn't have to go as long as the other steak on these. These cooked pretty quick. So those were on for 9 minutes. They're already sitting here starting to rest. And you can see I got my asparagus right there. And I just season that up with everything I do with all my vegetables, a little salt, pepper, butter, and a little sprinkle of sugar. Knock the bite off of it. I'm gonna throw those on the grill. We got about another 20 seconds, and I'm gonna open this lid here and let you see what the big Papa Pump look like. As our timer just came up. So boom, there he goes right there. And again, I didn't do anything. I just turn, flip, turn. And that was 12 minutes on that steak right there. I'm gonna take it off. Put it over here to rest, and we're gonna go ahead and just take this asparagus pan, put that right on the flame there, get this asparagus going. I'm gonna let that cook for about 5 minutes. I'm gonna come out here and just kind of roll it and then put the cheese on it. So that's what we're looking at, and I'll be right back. Alright guys, here's the end result of the asparagus. They were on for 5 minutes. I rolled them, and then I sprinkled the cheese on them and let them go for another 5 minutes. And they are nice and ready to go. I'm liking that look right there. Now we're going to go back in the house and whip up this Bearnaise sauce, and we will be done. Here we go right here. I am going to be using a half a cup of vinegar. I know it seems like a lot of vinegar, but we're going to reduce that down. I'm going to turn this fire up a little bit. Then I got that 1 shallot that I cut up. Go ahead and put that in the pan. And then I'm just going to shake a little tarragon in here. If you watched any of my other videos, you also know that I love tarragon as well. So I'm just gonna kind of put that on a medium-high flame there. Just get this here reduced down. In the meanwhile, I'm going to go ahead and separate my eggs, because you only need the egg yolks for your sauce. So I'm going to go over here and separate these eggs now. Alright, so you can see this, the vinegar is starting to reduce itself right there, and the shallots are getting soft. They're not like sauteing or anything because they're in that liquid, and that tarragon is releasing all of its flavor. So,
and it smells absolutely delicious. I wish there was smell vision because I can have my friend and y'all guys smell it. It smells absolutely gorgeous. And gorgeous isn't even the best word to describe it.
The main thing that you're gonna be looking for when you cracking those eggs is try not to bust the yolk. I did bust the yolk on one of them, so I just put that one to the side with the egg whites, because I'm gonna make me a egg white omelet with those. Don't let your egg whites go to waste, but you don't need those when you're making your sauce.
Daddy, have you ever tried to poach eggs?
So while this is reducing, I'm gonna go ahead and take my crab, and I'm gonna steam those crab real quick. I turned the double boiler or the water up on high now, and I went through the crab. I picked it for shells, but I didn't break it up because I still want some remnant of a lump. So I'm gonna put this right on the flame. Alright, so I actually reduced that all the way down. So I'm just going to add a little vinegar to that. I let it go a little too long. So I'm going to turn this here pot off. That's right where I want to be. Alright, so you see there's just a little bit of liquid right there. I'm going to go ahead and pour these eggs on top of there. I'm not really worried about, I did, you know, a little bit of the shallot got in there, but it don't matter because I'm going to mix it all together in the end anyway. So, alright, so my crab is steamed off now, so I'm going to take that over, slide it out the way, and then I'm going to take that water, create my double boiler right here, turn this flame back on, hit that one off, and then I'm just going to get the whisking. Alright guys, so here's the end of the Bearnaise sauce. I had some camera difficulties, so couldn't hold the camera and make this because it's a very delicate thing to do. So it's coming on the back side, and this is what it looks like. I got the shallots and tarragon in there, and then since I did use a clarified butter, I put just a little bit of salt, just salted it to taste once it was done here. So that's it right there, and now it's time to move on to plating. All right guys, there she is, the finished product. Finna dig in. If you try this recipe, let me know how you liked it. Papa Top 912, signing off.